Alright, welcome back to another episode of Animaybe. This episode, we recorded a few minutes of it, but we kind of lost the audio. It's a long story. It involves an USB cable. What you missed was we drew the cards. DJ, you drew Dark Fantasy and Super Robots.
Yes.
Is that correct? Are you willing to live that line?
Correct.
Okay, I drew It's a Movie Now, +1, Overpowered MC, Fan Service, +1, and Overly Dark Backstory.
And I think what we're gonna go with our mecha super robots.
All right, we're going with super robots now. So DJ, let's come up with a super robot storyline where a main character has a overly dark backstory, but their robot is impossibly strong. Can we manage that with super robots?
I really hope so.
I really hope so, because I think all of that is on the can when you buy it. Okay, so Lelouch is born.
I wanted to say it so bad, but I was like, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
It's weird that you did, because I wanted to say it a lot less, but I was like, oh, he's not going to say anything yet, huh? Nope. I guess I'll start.
Lelouch is born.
So we got the super robot. We got main character, boy or girl.
We can figure that out. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
It matters for the...
Fine.
Hey, man, there's only two kinds of backstories. There's the kind of backstory that's dark for a boy, the kind of backstory that's dark for a girl. The backstory that's dark for a boy is he was sold into war. The backstory that's dark for a girl is different.
Let's do this backstory that's dark for the boy, because the girl backstories that are dark are always gross.
I mean, okay, so you've accepted that you can't come up with a different backstory. That's fine. So we got a main character boy, and he was sold into war, orphan slavery. Because super robots. So, Xeon. I'm sorry, not Xeon. So, is this going to be on one planet, or are we going to fucking space?
I mean, they are super robots.
They don't have to be in space, though. Gurren Lagann doesn't go to space for a long time.
But it does go to space.
It doesn't have to. You could end Gurren Lagann at the fight at Teppelin.
You're right. But... oh, fuck it. Let's go to space. I mean, this is supposed to be a movie. We could start a series of movies.
Okay, so we're gonna just sort of do a tentative space opera plan. All right.
Yeah.
So he's been sold into government slavery. He's on a mining colony now, because obviously you get a fresh-faced little boy, and you don't just put him in a robot. They have to steal that robot. You put him in a pickaxe.
So this is just fucking Zone of the Enders, except with a boy and... oh yeah, the Zone of the Enders 1.
I mean, again, like I said, it's all about making it like that, but here's how it's different.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a good robot. He builds one.
Oh, okay, I'm listening.
He steals a whole bunch of...
So what does it start off as?
The robot?
Yeah.
Just like a robot, like a forklift. Like he battle bots a forklift into a super robot and takes it into space.
Wait, so like what? It starts off as kind of like a construction robot?
Yeah, but he probably finds some kind of alien ore that's super efficient fuel, and it lets the robot
and like
be...
maybe it's like kind of like it kind of gloms itself on
to him or the robot?
The robot.
Yeah, we could do that. Well, it's like a sort of gelatinized space mineral.
Yeah, like that living thing, like a symbiote sort of thing.
That's kind of monster trucks, but we can work with that. So he turns this forklift into a living forklift super robot. So does he talk to the forklift, or is this going to be like a silent robot like Nirvash?
I think it's fuck it. I think it's more interesting if he can't talk to it.
Okay, so he's gonna have So he's got a talking forklift friend that's supercharged. So. When we say forklift,
that thing's got a Hemi.
When we say forklift, I think it's important to say that I'm picturing more of the little tiny shitty robots from Guardians of the Galaxy they fly around in when they go to nowhere.
Okay, just like those little like fucking like pods?
The pods that are mining pods?
Yeah.
Like that. But now it's got a Hemi.
But wait, that's not a super robot.
They poured the liquid Schwartz into it from Spaceballs. Well, it doesn't start out as a super robot, but you gotta have a strong core.
Okay,
so then we could fast forward through time as him going as he's escaped this mining colony by using the robot to escape the atmosphere, because it's got enough power to do it now. He just goes around space, just collects junk, and starts slowly building on that robot until that robot's got arms and legs.
I say, yeah, maybe he like buys more parts, and then every time he brings it over to, like that sentient thing, just kind of attaches to it, pulls it in, and then kind of does something.
Sort of like glomps onto it, and just like you made this, I made this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, thanks for the parts, bro.
Okay. So he's got this super robot now. Now that he's got the super robot, and he has a needlessly dark backstory causing him to hate his oppressors, who didn't really even chase after him when he left.
And I say, yeah, well, because he was just a nameless child soldier.
He stole the car, though.
Well, he stole a car from where?
From the mine. I mean, they obviously they don't know what he found in the mine that's of value at first.
I say, who knows? Maybe they don't even know register because maybe that mine came under attack and it basically
he escaped into shuffle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's when he escapes and then decides to go after his oppressors.
Well, remember, we got to do fan service too, so.
Well, he's got a really cute friend.
Yeah, a really cute alien friend who just.
Oh.
None of the clothes ever fit.
The alien biomineral.
I don't want the biomineral
personified.
I don't want it to thought project a spirit ghost of a hot alien girl. That's hokey as shit.
It's hokey as shit, but that's exactly where I was going.
All right, you fucking.
You don't have to go.
No, we're doing that now. We're doing that.
Right,
okay,
fuck it.
So he's got a projectile ghost girlfriend, and her ghost clothes just can't stay on. They just don't fit. They keep falling right off.
She's got too many orange.
Now, when you say oranges,
oh
no! Why do you dig these holes?
No oranges. I'll never say the fucking word orange again.
Okay, well, we'll see how long that lasts.
I'll say right now. I'm gonna probably say it in the next episode.
You're gonna say it by the end of this episode. I can drive us having to say orange. It's not hard for me.
It's true.
So he's got this. Is it better if it's an AI inside the robot now, like a Cortana?
Okay.
So that it's not.
I mean, there's your fan service. I mean, Cortana was basically fan service by those later games.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it wasn't good fan service.
I mean, it's taste, I guess.
I guess. So you have some or you don't.
No, I'm not gonna get into this right now.
Fair enough.
There are for sure better things to argue about in this recording than that.
Okay.
So he's going to go and he's going to try to free his friends, I guess. So he's going to start a revolution. So he goes and he finds and he rescues, a whole bunch of other people who've been sold into slavery. He goes to the mine planet, saves the mine boys.
Yeah.
Goes to the sex slave planet, saves the sex slave boy girls.
Maybe, does his alien, the mineral girlfriend, does it, glomp onto, nearby spaceships and also, inhabit those? But whenever it inhabits the other ships, it's a different persona.
That's a little Gurren Lagann, if it can do that. Every spaceship it runs into, isn't it?
It's a super robot.
So are you saying that the goo is the part that's super powered? And
I think it's the goo that's super powered.
So it's like a slime? Like a fantasy slime?
It's kind of like that.
And it just connects to a ship, and it's like this. You made this, I made this.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's basically Cortana, but not in a floppy disk. It's inside of a goo state hard drive.
Yeah, it's in a living.
A biocomputer.
Yeah.
A Metal Gear.
Where's Ray?
I don't know, but I bet his ears started tingling when I said it out loud. So he starts getting this ragtag group of people, and he's stealing ships. Goo girlfriends reprogramming them so they can fly them. Yeah. They're getting ready to row fight the power. And then the space elves show up.
Oh dear God. Okay.
I mean
that has to be his initial impressors were at war with someone.
Right. So he runs into them, and does he side with them to fight the humans? Or does he realize that the humans...
I think maybe he tries to blend in with them, but then they discover that he's a human, and then they start...
How does he blend in? Does he put, bugles on the ends of his ears?
I mean, I think he's just, he hides his ship among their numbers. And then
Okay.
they Skype video call him.
Right, they hail his frequency.
Yeah, and they see a human in their midst. They're like, "What the hell? This
What
guy's
are you
this
doing,
guy ain't one of us."
human?
Yeah.
And he's like, hold on, I have a goo girlfriend. And they're like, so what?
And then I think they just like start attacking. So he's basically just like.
So he has to dogfight his way out?
Yeah, he's getting it from both sides basically. Then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, come on.
That's
I mean, like his own race is like branded him like as a traitor.
So this
like,
robot's doing like kickflips and shit in space off of other ships, like because it's a super robot
Absolutely.
and it's overpowered. So it's doing all kinds of sick tricks, taking out ships, finger guns pointing at chicks. It's like, hey, I'm a super robot. And then I guess the movie has to end with him taking over a major ship of one side.
Okay.
To be like,
he probably takes over a human ship.
probably.
Yeah, because like the space elves hate him now.
Well,
and so he's got to be able to like fight, or after like maybe deposing the
space elves hate
the
humans.
military leaders that branded him a traitor or a war criminal.
Right.
Like the space elves were like, hey, this guy's like against us. He's like, or he took out a bunch of our ships when he was like trying to disguise himself as one of us. So they're like
He's a spy.
There's an elf hunt out for him. That face that you're making is the only reason I said that.
I hope you like this face, because that's not getting cut, any of that. All that silence is staying in.
Worth it for the terrible joke.
If you say so. Anyway.
But anyways, yeah, so they
So he's got to have a fight with another super robot.
and that could be our second movie.
Well, we don't want to talk about the second movie. We just want
Oh, no,
we want to get through this
Well,
fucking
the
first one.
The first movie, I think, is him like going up against his human government.
Yeah, so it's got to end with the climactic battle on the bridge, or inside the bridge, or the hangar of the human warship against one of the super robots that the humans actually built on purpose.
That's true.
And his jalopy robot eventually overcomes, or the crew uprises and shoots at their captain, and they basically mutiny, and then he becomes the new captain, and then they go on their own space adventures in the future films, which won't get picked up because this movie doesn't sound that good.
They're not gonna all be fucking perfect. But what was it? I mean, we could have the elf, the space. The space elves could be in this movie as well, like that.
No, they should. They should.
Okay.
They should be in the middle. They should be the second arc of the movie, is escaping. Is that whole situation?
Okay, so second arc, or so.
First arc is
first arc is
childhood through collecting
space goo.
Space team, the first original
the
team of
space
Space Boys, when they got their couple ships and they're just like a flotilla. Then they end up amongst the space elves, the spelves, if you will. And they try to make peace with the spelves, but the spelves are just like, nah, dude, humans suck. And then the humans are like, humans suck? We say humans suck too. We're so alike. We should be friends. And they start shooting at them, and they have to kickflip their way out of that place.
Yeah.
And they, in an effort of running from these spelves who are chasing them, I'm going to keep saying spelves now.
I'm okay with that.
As they're running from the spelves, they basically lead the two armies into each other. And then,
well, we also have to have, because it's a fucking movie, we gotta have the rejection of the hero's journey.
do we?
I mean, that's usually how it goes.
We're getting a lot of the hero's journey done at the beginning of the movie when he gets the goo.
Yeah, I know, but like, what was it? We have to have the rejection of the quest. So he has like a falling out with the mat to his tie.
Oh, like you find out that the goos are actually spelv technology. Their AI is developed by the spelves, and they've been seeding them into planets,
Ooh.
hoping that the spelves goo waifus can, like, maybe they're designed to take over things other than robots, and like it just didn't hit anything. Like they just threw it and it missed.
Yeah, it just all hit.
It goofed. it was aimed for a satellite and it goofed and it like just collided into a planet.
Yeah, it like just went into like organic material and then just was laying there dormant.
The ball was inert until it was acted upon. Yeah, we're bringing that meme back. Until it was acted upon by our protagonist.
Do we have a name for them or no?
Boy.
Space Boy?
First name Boy, last name Howdy.
Okay, I mean, I don't have a better idea.
Yeah, isn't that sad?
These cards suck.
I don't know. The cards are fine. It's just the specific order that we're attacking this in is what's dumb.
Yeah.
So they've got. So he realizes that his goo wife might be a sleeper agent for the spelves, and he's like, I can't trust you or whatever. So he puts her in a mason jar, a spacein jar. And,
you and the fucking portmanteau.
And they try to fly through space without it, and that's how they end up in the clutches of the human armada again.
Oh.
And as they're being given the business in the hangar / makeshift brig. I'm not gonna portmanteau that one.
The sprig.
He's like, I'm sorry, and he breaks her out of the jar, and she's like, all right, let's do this, and he's like, right now in front of all these people? He's like, no, let's fight the other robot. And he's like, right now in front of all these other people? And then they fight. And the fight, like...
well, wait, maybe does this time she glomp onto him?
No, that's got to be like how the last movie ends. He gets fatally shot, and then he gets permanently merged with the robot.
I mean, why can't that just be this one? Like you said, it's probably...
Because then it would be Zone of the Enders 2. That's why it can't be that till the end.
I thought this was the end.
Well, like the end of the series. I mean,
but this isn't getting serialized.
Yeah, but like we have to have the plan. We have to have the roadmap.
Fair enough.
All right, so DJ, I've described the plot to you. Describe it back to me.
All right, so we have our child.
Wait, just so we're clear. This is now DJ explaining the plot of the show as he understands it currently.
All right. So
you all have been here for the same amount of time. Let's watch.
Our boy, Howdy. They get sold into child soldier mint, like child slavery. They're working in mines where they are just getting mistreated like day in day out. They eventually one day while mining through a cave or whatever, they encounter some like living goo stuff that glomps onto their like constructor robot.
Their Constructicon.
Yeah. And then while this is going on, their mine also gets attacked. And so in like all the chaos, they're
like proximity to the elf scout ship is what awakens it from its inert state?
Maybe, or just coming in contact with like a machine. Because like it was just like lying dormant inside like rock.
DNA doesn't tell us.
Exactly.
That's the name of a show.
Oh, okay.
It's a manga, I think. I don't. It's not. I'm interrupting. Go ahead. Tell me your story.
Anyway.
Tell me the story of your people.
Anyways, so then they escape in like the kerfuffle that ensues. Quit looking at me with a lemon face. Then they go into space. They encounter all these other space boys and girls that are on that are being mistreated on like other planets.
Having a real rough go of it.
Yeah, and then they rescue them.
Remember, you have to stop to point out that we're having to insert fan service about every 8 minutes.
Okay. So what was it? Maybe some of the space friends that he makes, friends, if you will. He makes. There we go. There's that laugh. Some of them are a little older than him because he's probably a child, and obviously some of them are probably just like clumsy girls. I don't know. It's tropey. What do you want me to do?
Why is clumsy your fetish? Tell me this.
God, it's just what every girl. It's just what every like fan service thing ends.
Maybe
up
they're
being.
just a hoe. Do you ever think maybe they're just a space hoe?
I mean, it could. I guess there is that. I just don't normally jump to that one because that's not usually what I think.
Right.
Of.
I'd much rather think they're a bumbling idiot than that they're sexually free. You see how disingenuous that sounds to women?
Fair enough.
Tell your story.
Anyways, wow, I feel like a scumbag now.
I have to keep interrupting you because we're padding for time. You see, we lost 20 minutes already.
Going on.
Meanwhile, in the Batcave.
I'm never going to finish the story.
Well,
moving on. After making friends with his friends, and they're getting ready to mount their rebellion, when they encounter the Spelves garrison.
now Spelves, those are like elves in space.
Yes, I believe that is what the portmanteau means. Anyways.
Okay, just checking. See, and you thought we couldn't use both.
Him and his forces blend in, but then while like trying to like basically engender himself in their forces, they get discovered that they're actually humans.
He fucks up a tea ceremony.
Or something like that. And they're like, get the holy shit, this guy ain't one of us. Let's kill him and all of his buddies that came with him.
Step on their faces.
And so, God, Eric, shut up. And then they escape. They, like, as you said, they do a bunch of backflips off some ships, like the Nirvash, and start mounting their attack against the human government on their own. Then, as they once they get enough, what is it? On the way to the basically the mothership of the humans, they get our main character gets in a fight with Cortana, and like puts her in a jar or whatever, or like steals her away somehow, and basically is like, "Fuck you! Like I don't need you to do this." Blah blah blah. Excuse me.
You're probably a traitor in space.
Yeah.
A spader.
Yeah, it turns out that he discovers that that Cortana was actually a spelv technology that like crash landed on his planet. And
I believe it's spelled specnology. Because it's space technology.
Yeah, I got you. I figured it out. That was I don't really need your
if you don't need me, I'll go and you can finish on your own.
Your decoder ring.
Look, I'll go. You can finish on your own.
I don't need your decoder ring, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right.
God! The pitfalls of podcasting.
Yeah, that's what this is. You can just continue the thought.
Sentence. I know.
And I can cut it, so it's fine.
I know. So, he goes and gets on the main ship and starts fighting the humans, and then like the human emperor gets
the Digimon Emperor.
He gets into his super robot and starts wrecking house. Like maybe like takes out all of his friends' ships and super robots, and then leaving just our boy Howdy, which causes him to make up with Cortana, and then they join forces and then defeat the Digimon Emperor.
Right, and that's where the first movie ends. They defeat the Digimon Emperor.
Yeah, they defeat the Digimon Emperor, and like maybe like our post-credit sequence is actually like him on the bridge of like the ship, and it turns out that Cortana has like merged with the flagship of the human fleet, and actually is like taken over for herself, and has become like it turns into its own super robot, just like fucking Grant.
Okay, I have an alternative stinger, but you should still absolutely have her take over the ship, because apparently he can't fly it on his own.
Yeah.
Even though the robot's overpowered when he's in it. Something about his fighting spirit, I guess.
Yeah.
The stinger should absolutely be the Spelf Virgil to his Dante, and his goo girlfriend coming after them in his own super robot.
Ooh. Okay.
Now, isn't that much more compelling to think about as the way the credits get interrupted for that?
I think that's better. Yeah, I say at least it adds something.
All right, so now name 3 characters in this thing you've made.
Okay, so
Because obviously his name can't actually be Boy Howdy.
So we have.
It can be a high fantasy name because you did draw the dark fantasy card. I tricked you into using it.
So it's Taro Bloodrune.
Taro Bloodrune. I'm not opposed to that.
I am, but I just said it as a joke.
Boy, it's a shame that I'm going to cut out the part where you say you said it as a joke. Go ahead.
All right.
Give me the actual name then.
No, fuck it. Let's just roll with it. Taro Bloodrune. Who cares? It shows how seriously we're taking this shitty project right here.
I mean, I feel like
as if you couldn't tell, like I'm obviously not a huge fan of like giant mecha animes. I'm really not.
Okay. Lots of people have the wrong opinion.
Just not something I'm into.
Yeah, whatever.
But what was it? I don't know. Then we have Mifune.
We need a name for the Spelf. The Spelfgoo.
Spelfgoo.
We can't call her Spelfgoo. Even though if you say it fast, it's a name.
Or Cortana.
Yeah, don't do that either. Probably give her an elf name. Or a spelf name.
I don't know an elf name. Legolas. I need some help with this, Eric. I don't know any elf names. I don't know the naming conventions for elves.
It's fucking airy and pretentious. Legolas, Galadriel, Celebrimbor, Steve. But like with a PH. But still pronounced Steve. It's a girl's name. Don't think about it. Pick a name and don't say the word anyways when I finish what I'm saying. It was really hard, wasn't it? You could say it. And your favorite color is?
Blue.
Okay, well, we're not there yet then, apparently. Clearly, we're not there yet. Okay.
What?
Nothing at all. So we need an elf name or a robot name that could sound like a name for an elf. GLaDOS is taken.
His name's like... No, that's too stupid.
Alienware.
It's my fucking laptop?
No, because she's an alien technology.
Oh, there's our laptop's Alienware.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
There must have alien face on it?
No.
Oh. Language is stupid.
It's like any tool. It's only as good as the man holding it.
You're an asshole.
So we need a name. Why don't you just pick a girl's name? Can you think of a girl's name?
I said Mifune.
Is that a girl's name?
Can be.
All right. Doesn't seem like it's.
Fine, Mizore.
No. Take it seriously. This is a space opera.
What can it be?
Just a name.
Why can't it be Missouri?
Well, because that wouldn't make any sense for the goo.
Why does it have to?
I mean,
just call it. Maybe it has a fucking code name.
The goo's name is Sleet. Okay.
No, maybe he just calls it that.
I mean,
like maybe that was like his childhood friend's name, and that he watched die in the mine collapse, and so he names it after his childhood after his friend.
I assume they were
her spirit alive.
I assumed that they were gender segregating the mines.
Oh.
So that's the main reason why I thought that would make sense for a childhood friend name. Whatever the first one was, Mifune or whatever.
Okay.
Is that the one you said?
Yeah, that was the one I said. Alright, then we need a third name. Randy. Done.
Randy Marsh.
Stan Darsh.
It's like
this episode has driven us mad.
It's driven you mad. I'm having a great time. Not so much later, but right now. Let's call it the name of the human general villain. And only 3 names that matter.
Michael. Michael Rockefeller.
God, you said Michael. I was trying to remember the name of the president in Meta Wolf Chaos. It's Michael something. No, the vice president is Michael Hawk.
Oh.
Michael!
I mean, we could do... it could be President Hawk.
He should be like chairman something. Or general. Fleet.
General Hawk.
General Hawk's that's straight up Star Wars though. General
Hawk.
That's the ginger who's screaming in the new Star Wars movies. Yeah, I know. Everyone else forgot too.
Then it's okay. It's
Yeah,
not
all
a
right.
ripoff.
That's fine. Well, we didn't say it could be a ripoff. So you want to call him General Hux?
Yeah.
All right. So the bad guy's General Hux.
All right.
All right. Anything else you want to add to this before we?
Oh my God, no! I don't want to add anything to this. I hate mecha anime.
Hey, bitch. Draw a card.
Oh no! At 3.
Oh no. Hat 3. DJ's got to pull a card with the names. And you make eye contact with me as you pick that card. I don't want you cheating.
4 plus words.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that we've reached the naming part of the show, we can proceed to finish the show by picking a name quickly. So, Beetlejuice, Bird, Roswell,
Lost, AC, Horse,
Okay, you're not even trying.
cute.
I was at least trying to put it together so it made sense in space.
What?
What? I said I was at least trying to make it make sense in space.
None of what you said made sense with space.
Okay, what are we gonna call the robot? The robot? No, I guess that doesn't matter. Where does this take place? In space.
Space.
Pick a nebula. Don't pick Horsehead or Andromeda for different reasons.
I was gonna say Andromeda.
Don't pick Andromeda for different reasons.
Why? Because it reminds you of Mass Effect.
Well, because it's very similar to Mass Effect. Yeah. I don't have negative.
Japan doesn't deal with Mass Effect.
Sure they do. They made that animated movie.
I can't think of another a nebula name.
So we pick Crab Nebula, hyphenate it. That's the name of the series, and then the first movie is called The Uprising.
So it'd be like Connie, whatever. So Crab Nebula, Uprising.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Wait, it's like 3. It's like 3 words.
The Uprising.
The Uprising.
The Uprising, The War, and then The Legacy is the name of the trilogy.
Because it's fucking Star Wars.
I mean, I was thinking more about like Berserk, but yeah.
Okay.
The Golden Age.
Oh, God. Fuck it. Put it in the can.
DJ, anything you want to say to the audience about the space robots you made today with the elves?
I hate robots. I hope to God we never have to do another robot anime again.
I hope the next one is robots too.
I hate you.
DJ says he hates robots. DJ hates the fact that he doesn't have a robot.
I would like to have... I'm okay with having robots. Like, that's why I have an Alexa in my house. But robot anime, it's usually too fucking serious. It's usually too fucking just like pretentious and up its own ass. And like, just like, oh, we're gonna make some really hard-hitting political statements with this. And it's just like, I don't care.
Well, that's why the main subgenre of space robots is space opera.
I know, and it's just like, I don't care.
That's why you like.
I watch anime to have fun.
That's why you like Fumofu.
I mean, I honestly, I find Fumofu okay. I know I brought it up a lot in that one episode. But
Good night, everybody. I'm pretty sure we didn't make one this time.
Yeah,
but
this one's...
we're going to sign off with the resounding...
And I'm not?
And a maybe not.
Yeah.